back again for another exciting installment of Star Trek Resurgence goodness with Diaz and Etzelhar. Back aboard the Resolute. Did y'all miss me? Just doing like big hero stuff, you know. Just cool.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chobok. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Oh, come on, he's got to give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see.
Well,
then again, if he
Vulcan.
doesn't, that's just Chobok being Chobok.
I can't believe it.
We're
You
back.
evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come.
Well, you know.
I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
At the Academy? Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that.
After this, you'll probably get a personal invitation to show them how it's done.
Oh, stop.
I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
All gonna step up.
We'll just have to step up and work that much harder to help Captain Rydek.
It's gonna take all of us.
Oh, what's up,
Talk to you
Chobak?
later.
Love
It is
Chobak.
agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here,
No, it was not.
but it was my sincere hope you would.
It's great to be seen, boss. There were a few moments out there off the ship where I wasn't really sure we'd be making it back either. Everything here in engineering's kind of a sight for sore eyes.
Indeed. You should know your absences left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch my breath for at least a few minutes, Carter.
Uh-oh.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldi, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Woo! Senior staff briefing.
You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
Let's go, lower deckers.
I tended to an Elydian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Elydians are no longer enemies. I'd always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away.
Peace is often fleeting. If there's a chance, you should take it.
Peace with our former enemies may be hard for some to accept, but it's what my people need.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some
Keep
fences
Spock
to
waiting
mend.
now.
Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Draconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge group. Being an effective leader requires trust, but an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I don't expect everyone will agree with my decisions, and she's entitled to a different opinion, but I'll handle Lieutenant Bedrosian.
You'll be fine, just as long as people feel like they're being heard. It's been a chaotic last few days for
All right,
everyone.
good choice. Good choice.
You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to
gonna
regain
have to be
Lieutenant
Westbrook,
Bedrosian's
right?
trust. But if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Irma. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer.
At the moment, I'm leaning toward selecting Commander Westbrook as the new first officer.
That would be an excellent choice, considering your history. The crew would respect the fact you chose someone likely to challenge your opinions and present a different point of view.
That's what you look for
You're as
in an
good as
EXO.
new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
No, of course not.
Captain,
I'll meet you inside.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute.
Oh,
I
Bedrosian.
cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Listen, Lieutenant, I understand how you feel, and I respect your opinion. You're one of the most valuable officers on the bridge, which is why I cannot accept your resignation.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I expected as much. Which is why I already submitted my letter of resignation to Starfleet Command.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
Damn, Bedrosian, really?
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Armand.
I'll notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
That won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections.
Talk about moving up in the world.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsolar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
you know, Carter deserves most of the credit.
No.
None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsolar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
We're a team.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Reindeck, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead.
Nice chest set
The
there,
Takan
Mr. Spock.
and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn
Yes.
from our ability to work
Always
together
good to make
towards a
Spock
common
happy.
goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
I wish I could tell you the solution. But the truth is, there is no easy answer. There's no defense against bioforming, one-on-one or on a mass scale. At least, not that I know of.
You may not be able to stop it, but it might be possible to slow it down. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've
like
had
that.
some promising indications that
Glad you like
Duridium
that.
can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
It's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room. Suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task, but it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remnant.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelions' attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but...
So it's like jujitsu. We use their attack and turn it against them.
That's the idea.
We'll keep thinking on it. I'd rather not have to take a direct hit to punch back. There might be some other way we can turn their strength into a weakness.
Hopefully.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
We found that only a Takan can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away team. There's no question in my mind.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support.
Ooh, it's gonna be a fun
I will
away
compile
team.
all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can...
Yes, Captain.
Sound.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hand. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it required. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jaro Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
I gotta make up my own code. Alright, let's do it. Alpha 2, Alpha 5, X-ray.
Voice authorization. Rydick. Alpha 5. X-ray.
Captain's codes transfer. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Westbrook.
Please designate a new first officer.
Westbrook. I've already decided. Sorry, it's you, sir.
It is an honor and a pleasure
Yondu
to
don't
name
like that.
Commander Westbrook as my new first officer.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
You'll be fine.
Congratulations, Commander. It's long overdue.
I know we've had our differences, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate.
Computer, Commander Westbrook is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely
work
done.
to do.
I think
Let's get
that
to
went
work.
well.
Captain, could I have a word with you?
Yeah, what's up, Irma? Why are you looking
Give
all
me a minute.
distraught?
Look, I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to promote him. What I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over him.
I know you're disappointed, but I trust his experience, and I need to rely on him now more than ever.
That's just it. We can't afford to make any mistakes. And that's my concern with Commander Westbrook. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time. But I thought we've had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment you first arrived.
Chill out,
Of course, I
Irma.
was insulted when you didn't trust me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised, but I've always supported you, which is certainly more than you can say about Westbrook. He was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano.
Look, I'll be honest. I can't do this without your help. You're one of the best officers we've got, and I need you by my side. Otherwise, we don't have a chance against Gallivan. It's as simple as that.
And I'll be there when you need me.
Come on, Irma.
Just like I always have.
Alright. My man, Irma, he ain't gonna let us down. Nice. Okay. Alright. Sorry, Yondu. What do you do?
I don't understand. Giving it everything she's got, but it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's
Somebody
the ionic
has
interference.
sabotaged.
It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate.
If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations. I should go take care of this.
Go.
We'll get him, Irma.
Was hoping we could buy enough time until Starfleet could send more ships. It looks like we might have to face off against the Aphelions sooner than we might want. If it's just us,
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
We're being pulled out of warp!
the Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
On screen.
Oh, Galvin demands to be heard, eh? What you got, Galvin?
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver to calm than you were as a cowardly Koblia. Is it any wonder your people perished?
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get.
You're wrong.
We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired.
This guy talks too much. What you got, Westbrook? Got a
That is
plan?
as much as I'd like to. You have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Oh, he's gonna try to bioform us. Alright.
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here!
By the prophets. Here we go.
Evasive maneuvers!
Let's go in there. Woo! Oh no! They bioformed some of our people.
They've hit the engineering section.
Oh god, they're all
No
Takan.
systems or structural damage, though.
They were targeting the crew,
No.
not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond.
What do we do?
Hit him in the mouth. What are
Photon
your orders?
torpedoes.
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the photon torpedoes, Captain. And its shields are fully intact.
Damn. What do we
It's
do?
too powerful to take head on.
Portal.
Damage report from the lower decks.
I still can't raise them, Captain.
Could be that the system's down.
No.
That was the Takan bioforming ray. And there's no one left down there to respond. Takan may already be on this ship. No way of knowing how bad it is yet.
Those comms back.
Where's Ermont with the internal comms?
Comms appear to be coming back online.
System reboot in progress. I'll keep trying to reach him.
Good.
Here are your new tricorders.
Ooh, new tricorder.
Now go. Get to the transporter room.
You got the Chobak? Live long and prosper. Go, go, go! Now go. Like that. That's good. Hey! Dodge! Go, Edsolar, go! Get that transporter room.
We don't know who's on what
Got
side,
him.
Carter. Come on!
Run! What's this? Run! Don't stop running. Oh my god. Oh lord!
Transporter room 1.
Can we make it in time? Oh.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
Let's
These
do
are
it, Stretch.
concentrated deridium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Hell, take it right before if you can get the Takan to wait while you do it.
Alright. Thank you.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature.
Alright. We're gonna need a break before we do that tetrametric nonsense. Alright. Now we're back. We're gonna divert this here. Let's go,
We need to tunnel through the shields.
this way. That way. How's that? What's this one? Out here? No good? Okay. There we go.
There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from
Stand aside.
Ah, he's got the power. He's got the touch.
The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer. Time is running short.
That's great. You must be Portal 6-3.
Yes. Guardian of the Takan Empire.
I'm Carter. Engineer of the Starship Resolute.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready to transport. On your order.
Energize. Let's do this. Oh, damn. Look at this. Looks crazy. Looks intense. And it looks like something that we can do tomorrow. Oh my goodness. That was a full and very satisfying almost 2 hours of Star Trek Resurgence here. So we will definitely call it a night. And we've got to be at the exciting finale of this thing tomorrow. Look at all their little faces. Do their little faces change on how they feel about me right now? I want them all to be smiling at me. Oh, Riker, he's so upset with me. That guy likes me, this guy doesn't. She likes me, he's mad. Happy. Spock likes me, though. So that's good. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Live long and prosper. And we'll see you in the next installment of Star Trek Resurgence. Goodbye.